Hey guys, I just want to create a quick tutorial about joint orientation for ikHandles because I often see you guys on Reddit asking, hey, I created this pole vector and it's moving the joints for something. It's moving the knee every time I apply it, so what's going on here? That's a problem that I always had when I was a rigger as well, and I feel like there are not enough tutorials on the YouTube. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw my load of ice in. Alright, so let's just get started. The first thing you need to know is joint orientation, dude. So Orient Joint under skeleton and click the option box. Alright, cool. Oh, okay, so let's select the joints first. Select the visibility. And it looks decently, but it's not really straight. If you look at the z-axis, one's going that way, and the other one's going that way. So what you want to do is make sure that it's straight. So under primary axis, let's say I want mine X, secondary axis, I can click Z. And secondary axis to world orientation means it's the secondary axis pointing at where this is pointing. So if I want Z to point at Z rotation here, it's going to point this way. But I can't do that yet. I'm going to get this warning. And that's because I have rotations. You don't want rotations in your joints after doing this. And also, just an example, if I had rotations on whatever it's parented to, what you can do, like if you bind it to the mesh already, what you can do is select the leg, skin, move skin joint, and that's going to allow you to move it without moving other joints, okay? So you can unparent it, and then you could apply it. Oh, but let's go ahead and unbind these first. There you go. So it looks pretty straight except for this. So you want to orient joint to world. Okay, click that, check that, and now it's going to be good. Alternatively, you could go to your attribute editor under joint, orient. You could zero these out. It does the same thing. Okay, but we're not done yet. So select your leg. You could generally leave this alone if you want, but if it's like a really close to zero value, go ahead and just zero that out, I guess. For the knee, this is what's important. Okay, so if you decide you want to move under this axis, so for me it's going to be negative, it's going to move in positive y axis, you see, under here, rotation, x, y, and z. So if you go down here, joint orient, okay, again, x, y, and z. Since you want positive y, everything else needs to be zeroed out, you see. And after you do that, your skeleton might move a lot like this. So just align it again, okay? You can move it. Just don't rotate it. Don't do anything rotating. Just move it along the X. For me, it's X. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me. You can adjust it a little more. It's okay if you rotate the leg part again. It doesn't matter. Just yeah, if you do rotate, make sure you're freezing it. Everything needs to be zeroed out. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and say that's good enough. Make sure it's kind of evenish, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so that looks good, and let's get rid of these axes, the visibility. Okay. All right, so let's create that ikHandle. I think we're ready now. Select the leg, shift select the foots, and now it's good, dude, it's good. Oh, another thing I guess I should say quickly, if your leg is super straight like this, right, you generally want like a bent on the knee, but for some reason your mesh is really straight on the leg, you want to have a preferred angle. So again, it's rotating under y positive, how I want it. So under here, just put a positive value of, or negative value of, whatever axis you need and preferred angle. Alright, that should be it. Now this is to be it. Okay, apply it. It works. Okay, so make your pole vector controller. Select the controller, select the knee, and you want to match it in translation and rotation. So just do match all translation. Alright, and you want to drag it in one axis. For me, it's going to be Z, so there. Now, and you can rotate it if you want, I don't know. Make sure it's frozen. Freeze all the rotation translations. Oh, looks like we have a... Oh no, okay. So, you can only freeze rotations, you can't freeze translations for joints. Okay, so select your controller, select the ikHandle, and constrain pole vector, and now it's going to be working. See, it didn't move. Alright, that's about it, I think. If you have any questions, I don't freaking care. That's enough. Alright. Stop this recording. Stop it!